Did you know that villagers can kill zombies? Poof. Hey dudes, what is going on? In this one, we're going to be going over 14 things you may not have known about Minecraft. Some of these are very useful mechanics to either use in farms or just in the game. This first one is that if you put armor on a villager that has thorns 3 on it, he will then be wearing the armor, and then when zombies attack him, he will actually damage the zombies. In all of my testing, I've seen that they can kill up to 2 zombies with Thorn Armor on, which is super cool. This next mechanic is very useful in farms, so let me just go ahead and show you. So this mechanic is that ancient debris is the first block to actually be able to be moved by a piston, but it's indestructible and you cannot actually blow it up. Because of these properties, a lot of people use these blocks in farms, such as nether tree farms, so that you can push the trees out of the way and then drop TNT down in that slot and blow everything up, or in tunnel bores, so you can shoot the TNT across these ancient debris right here to line it up, but then the ancient debris itself won't actually blow up. The next one should be widely known, but it's just not very known. And this one is that you can break beacons and shulker boxes with your bare hands. Just like this, and you will actually get them back. Boom! I put a lot of time and effort into my videos, and I would really appreciate it if you left a subscribe. It's free, it takes about 2 seconds, and you can always unsubscribe later if you really want. You can play on a server with me and the rest of the patrons and receive some other really cool benefits by becoming a Patreon today. The next one is that you can actually lock hoppers by powering them. And this is useful when you're testing farms or you just don't want items to pass through a certain hopper. And for this one to work, all you need to do is put a redstone block or any power source right next to the hopper you want to lock, and then you just put items through the hoppers, and as you can see here, the item does not go through. It actually stays in the hopper that you locked. So if you're on a server, you know that lag is normally an issue. And if you have big redstone builds like this with a lot of hoppers open, you can actually reduce lag by putting composters on top. It has something to do with the hoppers checking the area above them, but if they have a composter, it makes it easier for Minecraft to process for some reason. I don't know completely how this one works. I just know that it does work. There's a lot of other YouTubers that have good explanations of how it works, so definitely look into it if you want to learn more. But what you need to do, all you need to do is put composters on top of the hoppers, and then it will actually create less lag on servers or even on a 1-player world. If you have a water stream going over the top of hoppers, you may have noticed that sometimes items get stuck in the hopper and they don't actually get picked up by the hopper, which can be an issue when you're making sorting systems. So a good fix around this is to have a chest right here in a water stream that the items will bounce against, and then line them up with the side of the hopper right here so that it'll go over this little section of the hopper, so no items will get stuck in the hopper, but the hoppers will pick up all the items that are going through the water stream. So if we flip that lever right there, we can see all these items bounce against the chest. The chest will line it up against the side right here, and all the items will go into the hoppers. Now you can also do this with other items that aren't a full block, but I just think that the cheapest one that you can do this with is actually a chest. Have you ever built with scaffolding and tried to go out somewhere, but the scaffolding doesn't really go out very far? Well, you can also use slime blocks for scaffolding, and there's a certain property about the slime blocks that make them great for scaffolding. Well, first of all, you can keep placing them off the sides of other blocks, and you're not limited to how many blocks you can actually place them when you're going to the side. So let's say we needed to go to the side. We can easily just pillar over and go way further than the scaffolding will let us. But there's another property that makes working with the slime blocks so great. And that's when, even when you're in survival mode, they will break instantly with only 1 punch. So what you can do is you can literally, to break this down, is just break all the slime, just like that, and collect up all your slime again. Try using slime instead of scaffolding. You can actually fly forever with an elytra without rockets. Okay, so I'm not the master of this technique, I just know that it is possible, and let me break down the technique for you guys, because I can actually get it super close. When you press F3, all this good stuff comes up, and one of the numbers that you may never really pay attention to is this number right here. This is the angle you're looking downwards or upwards. So right now this says 40%, and then if we look up, it's gonna go up to -40. So with this trick, what you need to do is you need to fly down at a 40% angle. You can kind of hear the glide, and then at a certain point you're gonna pull up and go up at 40% until you reach your peak, and then you're gonna go down at 40% again. Now, if you do it correctly and you get the timings right, you can actually fly forever. You don't need rockets to do this. Like, I can get really close, but there's some people who are really good at this and they don't even need rockets. You just need a little bit of practice. This is a quick vibe check. Let me know how hard you're vibing down in the comments below. And if you're vibing hard, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so that you can join the Dusty tribe. Cool, let's get back into the video. The next one is that target blocks will actually make redstone lines turn into them. If you put a redstone line next to a normal solid block, it will not power the block. But if you put a target block next to a normal redstone line, it will actually power the target block, and then you can redirect that power somewhere else. This is a really nice mechanic to have in a lot of your redstone builds if you want to start making stuff more compact. This next one's kind of weird, and I don't know if it really has a use, but I'll show it to you guys because I thought it was interesting and I didn't know this. You will pick up items in the order that they became entities. So if we throw these items down in this order, target block, sticky pistons, and then beacon, and then we fill these 2 slots up, so we only have 1 slot open, we're gonna pick up this target block first. So as you can see, we picked up the target blocks, they filled that spot right there. So now the next ones we should pick up are the sticky pistons. As you can see here, we did pick up the sticky pistons. So if we go back into the creative, oh, I picked them up. But yeah, you guys get the point. You pick up items in the order that they became entities. So this one's really useful for when you're making starter farms and you're trying to get mobs or sheep or cows into a little pen. You can't hop over the fences, and the animals can't get out of the fences either. But if you put a carpet on top of the fence, you can hop up on top of the carpet and then get up onto the fence. So it's an easy way for you to get in and out of your little starter farms without letting all of your animals out. So these next 2 are directional in case you're lost and you need to know which way you're going and you don't want to just click F3 to see which direction you're going. But the sun always rises in the east and sets in the west, just like in real life, and sunflowers always point to the east. So if you guys are ever lost and don't want to use F3, you can use these 2 things to tell which way you're facing. This last one's really cool, and I did not know this one either. But if you crouch and you just walk, you walk really slow. But if you want to go a little bit faster and still be sneaking, you can run and then crouch from a run, and you'll actually be crouching and sneaking a little bit faster. Let me know which of these you already knew. Let me know which of these are brand new, and let me know more ideas for things that you think I should include in a future video like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!